Do you believe that you need to be an extrovert in order for you to be able to present your ideas in front of a large group of people? Now, before you make any assumptions here, I want you to take a step back and first try and understand what is introversion and extroversion. Okay? Now, introversion and extroversion are at the two extreme ends of a spectrum. Nobody on the surface of this planet is an extreme introvert or an extreme extrovert. If that were the case, such a person would literally land up in a mental asylum. Okay? See, you could be somewhere on the scale. Maybe you could be a little more towards introversion or a little more towards extroversion, but you can't be an extreme case. Okay? You could be somewhere right in the middle. Okay? There's something called as an ambivert. An ambivert is a person who is a perfect blend of introversion and extroversion. Okay? Now, there's this lady by the name Susan Cain, who's an American author, of this wonderful book called Quiet: The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. What she mentions in the book is that the brain of the introvert and the brain of the extrovert are biologically different. Okay? There is a reason why the introvert prefers his or her solitude versus being in the midst of too many people for too long. Simply because an introvert tends to drain a lot of energy when they are in the midst of a lot of people. And the moment they are alone, they are able to recharge their batteries. They're able to rejuvenate. Okay? So they're very self-reliant in a sense. They do not really depend on other people to recharge their batteries. Now, the extrovert's brain works exactly the other way. Okay? The extrovert tends to gain energy while they are in the midst of a lot of people. So they enjoy social interactions for a long, extended period of time. They drain energy when they are alone. So they do not like to be left alone. They always like to be in the midst of a lot of people. That is the only difference between an introvert and an extrovert. Having said that, 70 out of every 100 people in the world are extroverts. Okay? And that's the reason why the world is structured in a manner to suit this personality type. That is not the problem. The problem is that if you are a little more on the introversion side of the scale and you believe that there is something wrong with you, or it is some kind of a disability or a problem that you need to solve, I'm here to tell you that you are absolutely wrong. Okay? It is simply a personality trait and it needs to be left alone. Why people think that way is because they generally confuse themselves between being shy and being an introvert. Being shy is a very different thing. People who are shy fear social interactions. They have social anxiety. That is the reason why they do not like to interact with a lot of people. But the introverts do not have any social anxiety. They do not fear social interactions. Okay? It is only about energy, as I mentioned earlier. Now, can someone be both? Can they be a shy introvert? Yes, they can. And that could pose a few challenges in your life. But of course, there is a way to get around that as well. Okay? But if you believe that you need to be an extrovert in order for you to achieve anything in life, let alone being a public speaker, you are absolutely wrong. You do not have to be an extrovert to do anything big in life.